What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and you're back for more Ark Survival Ascended. And yes, as you can see, we are back on Therokis, and we are here because we're going to be taming something that we've been talking about for a little bit, just haven't gotten around to it. And you could probably guess what it is by what direction I'm looking in. It's not the Ceratosaurus. It is that 135 Pyromane. Which, honestly, I've been talking about getting a Pyromane for a little bit since they kind of released back on the center, and we just haven't played the center yet on the channel, which we probably won't for a little bit because of the fact that the center is one of those maps that, to me, it's a great map. It just seems like a big carbon copy of the island, honestly. So what we're going to try to do here is we need to get this guy into the water to deal some damage to her. So what we're going to do is going to get the Meguana out really quickly. Probably should have just used the Meguana from the top, honestly. I'm going to fly right past to get its attention. Jump right into the water. Hop off the Meguana, put the Meguana away. But we got to get into a position where we can actually... Yep, there it is. I need to get slightly out of the water, though, so I can use my shotgun. Hit her a couple times right there, make her roar. Then you hop on the back of it. And then you have to do flame absorb, right trigger and left trigger, but we gotta get out of the water so we can do this. Right trigger, left trigger, flame absorb, you want to keep doing that. Every time the flames go up, you want to do absorb to get your stamina back, or just do that entirely. You want to stay out of the water. I keep messing it up because I haven't done this in a while. But you generally want to stay out of the water, deal as much flame damage. You see that little bar above her head as well? Every time you do that bar full, or get a wipe out of a dino, you'll get that fire charge back in. You'll absorb it, it gives you your stamina, or not even your stamina, your taming percentage back. And of course we got webbed, but you want to try to fight the bigger creatures that have more health. Because things with more health, you'll actually be able to get more of a fire bar on, more or less. So like right here, we're kind of fighting both of these guys. We should be getting a good fire bar here in a second. We're going to have to pull all of them in. These are all running away. We have to keep an eye on our charge meter and the timer on the bottom left as well, correctly above our hotbar. There goes that, and this should be all it takes, is just to take this guy out now. Once we get a couple more bites on it. If we can get a couple more bites on it. Pull that in. Yep, right there, we can tame it now. Right bumper, right trigger to tame. There's our Pyromane. Alright, let's get out of here for a split second. We don't want to be fighting that. That was kind of a botched one, I guess, but I wouldn't even say it was botched because it was pretty easy. But yeah, that is how you tame a Pyromane. They're really easy to tame for the most part. They're not a challenge. They're a lot easier than the Shadowmanes in the previous games, but they're also actually really good creatures, honestly, for caving. In my opinion, they're one of my favorite for caving. I absolutely love using Pyromanes. I've been wanting to tame one of these guys for a hot minute, and we finally were just able to see this one. Everyone I found prior to this was a ridiculously low level. So what you generally want to do is what I'm doing now. Deal damage to stuff, get its flame absorb charged up, pull it back in. You can't do it when you're not in the taming method is easy. But when you get your flame absorb fully charged and that bar on the right, you can do an attack like a flame boost or a flame. I can't do it because I don't have a full flame bar here, but I don't think there's anything strong enough that I can do it to. Let me see. Let me see if I can find something really quickly here. Right there, that Morellatops. Oh, left trigger. If you look on the left or right side of the screen, you can see the different attacks that this guy has. Like right there, we just did flame bleed. That did absolutely nothing to me. We're building up our attack. Building up our attack. I think we could do a super flame charge now or something. Let's see. I honestly don't remember. Oh no, the flame. Okay, the flame absorb does heal because that's what that does. I haven't used one of these guys in a hot minute since the center, honestly. I used them for boss battles on one of the servers I was on because against the dragon you take no fire damage. These guys are insane against the dragon. These guys are actually kind of insane against really any boss, to be honest, because they have rider protection. But, alright, now that we're kind of clear, gotta watch out for that Rex right there, but let's take a look at your stats really fast. Level 202, 40 into melee, 33 into... 40 into health, 33 into melee. That's pretty good. But as you can see, we have some tech gigas on us. Yes, we did in fact get them bred together. And we did use that converter potion in the previous video. Not in the previous video, I'm sorry, in the previous time off when I was testing that after the video I made last time. I did actually end up searching that up, and it does work the way I had planned. So you turn the Dino you had into the tech variant. It costs quite a bit. Let me actually get somewhere safe, and then I'll show you guys the value of one of those potions. They're not pricey necessarily, but they're not unpricey. They're not pricey, whatever term you want to use. Unpricey. What did I say? Unpricey. I don't know. But they're not cheap either. So they're decent. If you want to run that mod, I would recommend doing that just because of that reason. If you can't find a breeder, because I ended up finding like 3 more tech gigas, which is insane to be honest. But they've all been ridiculously low level, so it wouldn't have been worth it for me to breed them together. So I just transformed one of my previous ones that I've had. But let's float all the way out here for a second. Whoop, not in the water. Stop right here. We should be relatively safe for a second. But go to here, type in converter, and I use the tech. Excuse me, choking on air. I used the tech converter. I needed 50 black pearls, 50 electronics, 100 metal ingots, 50 crystal, 10 element, and 50 polymer. Is it pricey? No, in terms of like how much there is after you start facing bosses and get pretty late into the game, but early to mid game, you're gonna have a hard time getting any of that, unless if you're playing on a map like this where you can just farm element from element veins or things like that. But on the island, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to get that. But as you can see, we have a yellow OSD right here, so we're gonna hop right over and do this kind of quickly because why not? I like OSDs. And we have our Carcharodontosaurus. We're gonna bring out one of our tech gigas. We're gonna bring out our other tech. And then we're not going to release that female. That female is the perfect breeder we need, so we're not going to bring her out at all. We're going to do them. Oh. That did. Okay. These guys just went absolutely nuts. Okay, so that was cool. But, alright, let's put down a tech leash really quickly. Every time I've noticed it says solar blocked. That's a lie. It doesn't require power, apparently. Because as you can see, if you look at them, it has that little lock above their name. That means that they're latched in. So they're safe to be to be free roam. We're going to disable the shield, like we always do. We're going to hop on our Carcharodontosaurus, whistle these boys on aggressive, whistle unfollow, leave them on aggressive, and just let them run free. But, no. So, the plan going forward is, right now, I'm trying to breed up more high-level tech gigas for the alpha drops. I do not know still if they have, purple OSDs. Like I said, I've been doing the OSDs every day, and I've yet to actually run into one. I don't know why I have yet to see one. The highest I've seen is red. I don't know if purple is a thing, or if they're just that rare. Which if they are, I have no problem if they're that rare. I've got this giga army now. I'm definitely down to try one. But I have yet to truthfully see one. So I'm just hoping one does appear. But we're going to end up taking on the new boss here probably the next 2 to 3 episodes, like I said the episode prior. Because right now I'm just trying to get an army ready to take on Gamma. We have a little army of Rexes we could use, but I don't truthfully know if they're ones I want to use. They're only 247s, the same as the level that we used the Gamma Matrix fight for. Similar level. They're not the same ones, clearly. Those guys all got smoked, but they're similar levels, so I was thinking we could use them again, which would be... That's a cool looking T-Rex. Too bad he get destroyed here. But, they're similar levels, and it's pretty much the same breeding line. So I could theoretically breed those back out and use them and face him with no question relatively easy. But I personally think our best bet would be to try to get at least 1 to 2 mutations on it. There is a mod I could run that I could get guaranteed mutations each and every time, which if I don't get one within the next probably day or 2 in my real IRL breeding. IRL, why did I say that like I'm 12? in my actual breeding that I'm doing myself, like the timing of it, I'm probably going to add that just for the sake of a little bit of progress. And by that I mean so I can actually take on higher tiers of the boss. Because we still have to take on Natrix on beta and win. We still have to take on Thotis? I'm gonna say it's Thotis on Gamma and win. Apparently he's 15 levels higher in terms of requirement to face him, so he must be slightly stronger. So we're still prepping for those two. And I feel like we're gonna need that slight extra power in those Rexes. I mean, I could go out and just grind up a bunch of high-level saddles, but rumor is that Natrix is so strong that your saddles don't matter. She hits so hard, it does not matter. So I'm assuming Thotis is the same way. I'm assuming he's relatively that strong, if not stronger. So we're going to have to really be careful when we go about that fight and try to hope that our guys can hold up their own. Because realistically, yes, this is our own series, so I could theoretically go in with a bunch of gigas and just like breeze through it if I really wanted to be that way, but I don't. I want to try to do it with Rexes first. I want to try to do it the normal way first and see how well we get, versus just like cheating our way in and using, I don't even say it's cheating, just using stronger dinos than what you're supposed to have in that thing. Like, I could bring in Pyromanes, because Pyromanes would probably do really well with their insane fire damage. There's probably a couple things I could try, different boss fight variations. If there's anything you guys would like to see boss fight variations with, like with certain teams, just leave that in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do entirely in terms of that. Because like right now, I have a couple ideas of what we want to try. The main one is going with the Rexes, because that's literally our strongest fighting force, and I've actually used them a little bit on these OSDs, and they've actually kind of clutched up quite a bit for me, so I can't really complain. These gigas are hitting pretty hard too, which is nice. I'm hitting about 600 to 800. These guys are hitting pretty damn close to what I'm hitting. One of them, or no, they're all imprinted technically. Yeah, they're all imprinted, so they're getting that extra buff from being that 30% extra health and damage resistance and damage. So they're just sitting there doing, and yeah, see 700, 1,000 on crits. So yeah, they're hitting pretty hard. I don't think I've really put any levels into these guys yet. So they're gonna be kind of clutch for when we take on bosses here in a little bit, or not bosses. Oh well, actually, yeah, for when we take on the King Titan Thanatos, the old boss. I'm probably gonna use these guys as well because I cannot find a single good level dread. I may have to go with that other 20. And just hope that that's good enough. Breed another 20 in, level 20, and just hope that that's good enough. I think I just said that twice, but I don't think it's going to be. So I'm kind of holding out hope for a higher level, but we'll see. This OSD isn't going to be great, but we'll take it and see what we get. Is that an element vein spawning in over here? No, that's an astral T-Rex. Okay. Yeah, he needs to stay down there. For now, at least. Actually, I mean, I could probably go fight him. And be just fine with me having my 62 points of extra damage on. Yeah, actually, we'll do that. We'll do that right after. We'll finish this fight, and then we'll go down here and take on these guys. Or this guy. Ooh, am I missing? There we go. Yeah, because see, if we're hitting like 1,1500, I think we could be fine against him. I'm trying to keep close enough to the point where I'm actually kind of trying to bait him a little bit now. Our gigas back then should be more than fine, more than capable. Especially with a couple of them doing a bite at a time. They're doing more damage than I'm doing. Oh, the only thing I'm a little worried about is these arthropods. Not because they hit hard, but just dealing damage to these guys. I don't know how fast their recharger is. We hopefully will be able to be a live stream today. Hopefully, I'm thinking that's the play. I'm thinking we do try to do a live stream today. We tried to yesterday, as of recording this the day of, I mean. And it kind of, my settings were all completely gone on Streamlabs. Wouldn't be the first time. Streamlabs did something, did an update and completely lost all my settings. I had to go back and find them all and redo everything, but that's what happens. Alright, can these guys handle it? Oh yeah, they're doing just fine. Okay, perfect. Those guys are like a brick house. They're holding off that side, I'm holding off this side. There we go. I was trying to hit him. I don't know why my shotgun was missing so much. Did I not hit this guy? No, I did. Yeah, there he is. Come on over. Come a little closer this way. Just a wee bit. So if I can hit 1700 damage per bite. Because I'm looking to see if I can bring him slightly closer to the gigas and then give them all the experience from me taking this guy out, which will get quite a bit. As long as this guy doesn't run away. Which they're known to do that for some reason. The astral creatures. At least the ones I've ran into absolutely take off and go the other direction for some reason. I'll fight one and it'll just take off running. Bro's only hitting 285. Let me actually see if I can do something like this. Can I circle you around? Bring you slightly closer to these guys? Hey, there we go, boys. There we go, boys. Get them, boys. Get them, boys. These guys will be fine facing this guy on right now. No question. Especially if all of us are ganging up on him. Oh yeah, that guy went down quick. Let's go. I see a long neck rifle. What did we get? Who's what? 277. That was definitely worth doing now. And that's a 277 BP, which means I can crafting skill potion that. Alright, I'm saving fast. I honestly don't care if we lose the OSD at this point. We just got a 277 long neck rifle. We've been looking for one of these forever, and we finally got one. Oh, baby. Let's go. And if we could... If you crafting skill that, you're probably able to push it to 300 and some. Which at 300 and something, you're looking at half the amount of time it takes us now to trank something out. That's insane. Let's go. That is exactly what we wanted to see. I think the tech gigas are going to be the best option for us doing any of these OSDs going forward. Until we get... I mean, even not going forward, just in general, I think these guys are going to be the best because they just hit so hard. How are your health looking? They're great. You can't really level up their health anymore. When you level up a giga or a karch, leveling up health really doesn't do much. It goes up by the smallest percentage. So generally you'll want to level up like attack or stam or whatever. If it's one you're riding on, you want to do stam and attack, melee. But most of the time you're not even going to get the chance to do that. Because the percentage is just so low in how much you get from leveling them up. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? I'm really hoping we find... Yeah, see, hitting 660, 1200. That one just hit 1200 on a crit. The one in the back. How did you hit 1200? Oh, you're the one with the higher melee. Okay, yeah, see, there was a little bit of an issue when I was breeding them. The ones kept getting the lower side melee. It wasn't even an issue, really. It was just how breeding works. Sometimes you don't get the best stats. There's one that has 43 points in the melee, and the one that was only getting 20. The 20 melee one was terrible comparatively, but... I mean, realistically, if I could just... I wish these maps were useful. I need to ask Nakatas about those. I've noticed all my treasure maps just spawn in the middle of the ocean. Like, on the surface of the ocean. So I kind of can't dig there. Oh, no, these guys got it. Cool. And the fact that they melted that Astro so quick is kind of cool, too. I was really excited to see that. We're going to have to put levels into these guys here in a bit. Alright, so now, I mean, I wasn't planning on doing this OSD, but it kind of helps because I'm trying to burn the daylight a little bit to try to find a Dreadmare. Because I really want a Dreadmare. I want an S variant Dreadmare and an S variant Pyromane before I actually start breeding. these guys, because I'd love to get an S variant of both. I have the Fantastic Tames mod on, I just don't know. I know their rates are low, because I think it's 10% chance of spawning in place of another one, of the normal variant, variant. But it just seems like I can't find any of them. I think there's also S carches that can spawn too, so I mean, finding one of them would be kind of cheeky, I'm not gonna lie. We really don't even need these trank arrows anymore, honestly, because I'm gonna replace the crossbow, the 207% with a 277%, and we're actually gonna crafting skill that. What is it looking like actually? 3,000 hide, or 800 hide, 600 wood, 300 ingots. That's a really good. Ooh, that's really good. That's low. That is really low for crafting. All right, we completed that. That was nice. All right, perfect. So what we're gonna do really quickly is I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. I'll put you 3 away. I'm not gonna level you guys up just yet. Can I grab my thing back? No. Oh, damn it. I was trying to grab it and it wouldn't let me. Alright, so we got 134 cooked meat jerky. Go, bro. Back up. What level Rex are you? That's a 50. Terrible. Oh, Jesus, my cart just scared the shit out of me. Pardon the language. Alright, I think I grabbed everything. Let's see what we got. Drop cryopods. So we had this prior. Boy, what is going on today? Boy! Let's go, baby. That is nuts. We got some pretty good shit today. Pardon the language again. We got some pretty good stuff. I can't complain about any of this. We got a good Dreadnoughtus. It's a 53. It's not great. It's just double normal. The pistol's kind of mid, but we'll get rid of that anyway. But we got a shotgun blueprint, which we only have a 175, so now this is just 25 points better, so crafting skill that as well. And then we got this, which is a whole lot better. I'm going to drop this because I don't want to carry that extra weight. Or this. Like, no, that's kind of insane. That's really, really good. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do then is we're actually going to head back to base here really quickly. We're going to throw out the Rhino... no, we're not. We'll just help her back to base really fast first. We do have a lot of cooked meat jerky. We're going to need to cut some of that weight. So let's just go home really fast. And then we'll come back, and then we'll do some... Probably... Look for another OSD, because it is becoming nightfall. So here is our blueprint storages, which we're getting full on. Yeah, as you can see, we got another blueprint for that. But we want this, and we want this. We do have a full tech armor now, but now we just need to beat some bosses. Also, got this yesterday in a drop as well. 374 for multi-tool, which is pretty cool. And this is just what I've been taming when I've been off-screen. This is the Rex that I found the other day right after. This one's got really cool colors. I may try to breed those in. This is the one that I changed over from normal. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different color regions activated. These are our 3 boss battling ones I've been using to face OSDs. So these guys are actually really stacked up. This is the max level tech parasaur I found. Let me show you guys that really quickly inside the house, because it's insane the way it looks. Like, this guy looks just absolutely insane. I love the colors, the purple and pinkish and the green. I couldn't turn this guy down. He was a max level, so I had to just take it. And then here's another Meguana that I found. That was a level 140? I think 140 when I tamed it. Whoops. Let me throw him out and show you guys what this one looks like too. Because this one looked pretty cool. Yeah, this one was a green and orange. It looked pretty solid. I thought it was nice. I looked at it from a distance. I was like, oh, those are cool colors. Then I hovered over it with the Spyglass and saw that was a higher level. So I was like, yeah, we're taming that as well. So, but yeah, that's my like kind of extra storage that I get when I'm off screen. If I do things, I put them here so I can show you guys. This one's just the extra. There's our carts we used for a while. Here's the carts that we got originally. That was kind of terrible. Like I showed you guys before, we have this Moza. I tried the Club Arc and didn't get anything good from it, just to see what it was like. But alright, now let's clear out some of this inventory. So this needs to go in here. This needs to, this needs to, this needs to, this does. I'm going to split this in half, store it, and then split this in half, because I really don't need this much cooked meat jerky on me. And we're going to come back over here. We're going to store these in here, this in here for now, this, and oh, nice, I didn't notice that Thyla saddle. These stone arrows, and I mean, these can go in here too. Realistically, so can that. I'm not going to carry that on me anymore. Alright, now, for this, we're going to put all these in here. Sulfur. I have a chest somewhere else. These can be dropped. They're terrible. Alright, so we also have... Where is it? I put another chest up for our alpha drops. It's probably right up here, isn't it? Yep, it's over in this corner. To show off every alpha drop we've gotten so far. So, this is everything we've collected up to this point from just playing and just doing random things. We are pretty close to being ready to take on beta for the whatever the guy's name is, Thordis. But I don't think we're going to do that. And here's our Dreadnoughtus that we do have. That has some really cool colors that I found on stream. But I don't want to use it yet because it's the only one we have. So I just wanted to showcase that. So we're probably going to stuff this in here. And we're going to take... I was going to make this Carcharo saddle. I did actually turn one of the Carch saddles into a blueprint. And I was going to just craft this the other day. I'm so glad I didn't now. But let's run these back upstairs and put them away before I forget. But... yeah, I was going to crafting skill the Carcharo saddle, just try to get close to like a 60% one, 70% one, but I decided not to at the last minute. But what we're going to do now is let's make a crafting skill potion. Of course, I can't pull what I need. So what we're going to have to do is that. Track it. Come over here. I need 2 cooked meat. 20 Mayho berries. We'll just pull it all. Narcotic. 5 rare flowers, or 2 rare flowers, 2 rare mushrooms, and some stimulant. Do we have stimulant? I don't know why we wouldn't. Yeah, we do right there. Alright, so we have stimulant. We'll want to be standing probably right here when we do it. Because what we're going to do is go like this. You make the crafting skill potion, consume it. All of our stats, as you can see, go down to low, and everything goes into crafting skill. So we're going to click like this. I messed that up, didn't I? Yep. I should have pulled everything over here first. Well, let me see if I can toggle a couple things. That didn't fix it. Of course it didn't. I was hoping that would have fixed it. So that kind of sucks that I used that early, because now I've got no way to move it. So we're going to move hide, metal, and cementing paste. So there's a few ways we could do this. Take 3,000 hide. And just do this. Legitimately just going to have to toss it and pick it up and toss it, because for some reason Arc doesn't want to work. I just picked up my own poop. Do we have enough to make this yet? No, I need a lot more metal ingots. So, we take a stack of cementing paste. Dude, I love when Arc is super buggy. I don't know why I put my narcotics in there. So I can craft one of these. So what we'll actually do is just craft one of these really quickly, just to see what we get. I'll have to take the time to make one of those. It came out as a 209. So like that was the... Okay, we'll try to see crafting another one. 248. Can we fit one more cheeky craft in there? Because I could always grind these up and replace them. That's probably what we'll do. 223. Okay, yeah, so we'll do the final one. Why not? Okay, so 205. So yeah, we didn't get anything really too great. The 248's the best. That's definitely coming to our inventory. We're going to take all 3 of these, go grind them up, and then I'll probably... Yeah, see, as you can tell, all of our stats went absolutely down to 0. I guess sneeze. Shit. I'll probably bring you guys back. Actually, I may even just make these on stream today instead. But now that we have a slightly stronger shotgun, it's going to be slightly better. But what we're going to do really quickly here is just going to transfer all these, grind all those. Pull. I'm actually going to pull everything early this time. Because now that I know what I need for the crafting skill potion, I'm kind of a little irritated that it didn't do what it should have done. Let me pull everything over. Yeah, see, we can make a couple of these. We just need wood and ingots. So let's actually do that. I may actually end up going out and go and get some metal here shortly. Because we're kind of getting pretty low. May end up doing a cheeky metal run today. Now we just need wood. I'm only going to be able to craft one. So you know what I may actually do then? Is just specifically make one with the blueprint. Do I take one with the blueprint, or do I take the time to drop my poop and go check and see what we need? Let me get you to go check really quick. Hang on. Store this in here. What do I need for crafting skill potion next? What am I missing? Prime meat, narcotic, and stimulant. And rare mushrooms. What else? Yeah, I just need narcotic and stimulant, which should have in here, right? Yeah, there's my narcotic. I just need to get my stimulant out of here. Right? Isn't it in here? Nope. No, it's not. It's over here. Our stuff's all over the place. We just need 5 of these. So we only have enough to make one. So we're going to make one. We're going to pull this out of here. We're going to pop one of these real quick and just craft it. Hope it comes out close to 300%. We don't have enough resources to make more than one. I'll take 300. I'm not going to complain about 300. That's a-okay. Next thing we're working on making is a bunch of these for the boss battle. So that's why I need hide and fiber. But now we have this. The longest of neck rifles at 300%, which is a whole 100% higher than what we were using prior, which is really, really good. I'm not going to complain about that. So let's just come down here. It is nightfall though. So hang on a second. Let's actually head over really quickly. I don't have anything. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this really fast. Because with it being nightfall now, I need to go over and go check for the Dread Mare. Where's my Renegnathia? There it is. Because if we can get a Dreadmare, that'd be cool. Dreadmare, Dread Stallion. Did I hit home? I think I just hit home, didn't I? Cool thing about the awesome teleporter, we could just teleport straight to the green orb when we're ready to fight the boss. I don't have my backpack on, so I can't see shit. There it is. Close that door so nothing spawns inside our base. Alright, let's go looking. Let's see what we can find. Because they're supposed to spawn here. I've seen 1 or 2, but I haven't seen much. Using the Meguana would be worse for us here, so that's why we're using this guy. So we could actually see a little bit. Actually, yesterday, I'm going to see if I can put it in video. I don't know if I can. I recorded it. It's an MKV, though. Why was my oxygen just down? Oh, because of the crafting skill potion wore off. Okay, no, I actually had fought the King Titan on the island. Like, he was here, but he was glitched, so I was able just to bite away at him a bunch with the Karchar and just completely melt him. So I don't count that as a win. I don't think the game did either, because I didn't get anything for beating him. Like, no levels, no experience, no nothing. So I'm assuming it was bugged out, because I know he's not meant to be there. He's supposed to be there at 7 p.m. every night, and this was like noon yesterday, and he was just chilling there next to me. So I was like, hold on, I gotta fight you now? Just to get rid of you? Because it didn't despawn him. I think what happened was I was playing yesterday, the other night, or 2 nights ago technically now, and I saved and logged out because the wife had finished dinner and she was ready to eat dinner. So I was like, okay, I'll be right there, cool. Saved it, hopped off, went to go eat dinner, didn't get back on until yesterday when I did my recording. And then I see a King Titan just walking about. Like, he wasn't on the map or nothing. It's just he was floating about there. So I was like, okay, cool. We'll go over and see why he's still here. Ended up running next to him, and he was just floating in the air slightly over the lava. So I think he was bugged entirely. His full 13-minute timer was still left, or, well, 15-minute timer technically, but it was down to 13. And he was just sitting there facing away from me, so I just ended up biting his tail a bunch. He tried to do a couple different attacks, but for some reason, it didn't do anything for him. They spawn on this island? Since when? That's new. I mean, it makes sense. But that's interesting. Okay, so that's something you need to look out for. I'm not seeing a single Dreadmare. Like, see, I've had bad luck in finding these guys. Even with the Pyromanes, I've had terrible luck, honestly. That was the first high level I've seen. Everything else has been kind of low for them. I was hoping to really find one, honestly. At least a high level. An S Dreadmare would be ideal, because they have that nice blue hue to them. And I just love the color of the blue that he went with. But we're going to float around just a little bit more and see if we see one. If we don't, we'll probably wrap the video up here, I'm going to say. So I can take time to actually float around and look for one. Because I'm not just going to sit here and fly back and forth. Unless if we find a nice drop. I'm stuck in a tree. Unless we find like a purple or a red drop, we may do that instead to end the video. Because I like doing the OSDs. I think they're definitely worth doing. There's an element vein. I still can't get my Edmontonia mod to work. I don't know why it's not working. I have them in the mod in the game, but I've yet to find one. And the ones that we've had prior are not allowing me to spawn them. It's saying failed to resolve Dino type, and I don't know what's causing that. But, I don't know. It is what it is on that one. I'm not seeing a single Dreadmare. And we're running out of stam. So let's park it up here really quick. Take a minute, let's stam recharge. But yeah, did not know that giga spawned here. That's interesting now, so this is another place you gotta look for tech gigas and carches and whatnot. So that's kind of interesting. So that's now 3 official spots you can find them on. I'm wondering if all 3 could be loaded in at once. Like, if you can have one on each spot is what I'm getting at. Because that would be insane if that's possible. That'd be great for server-wise, definitely. Because then that's 3 different people who could go out in 3 different tribes, whatever. They could go out and try to tame one. That would be kind of nice, really. What's shining over here? Oh, it's just the light reflecting. Yeah, I'm not seeing one there, guys. Sadly enough, we're not. But I guess that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I'm not seeing what we want. I would love to find one. That'd be ideal. I'll bring you guys back if I do happen to find one before I head home. And you guys will know about that because clearly I'll be able to bring you back. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys then.